how much pain I've put my wife through with this ordeal, and you know, I've learned to be so sorry to the point where if I could just stop time and just rewind it, and just fix things. I wish I could go into the past and just change what had happened so my wife, you know, don't get the chance to live through that pain that I put her through. And, you know, I've also learned how important the family is to me. I've always known that, but when I'm being tested to the point where, my kids, my wife, my in-laws, my friends, close friends, it gives me a feeling of, disappointment, but, and also I've learned to, protect my status. I've never looked at it as something that could have caused my family, caused my livelihood. So as a result of that, I think I'm gonna have to just accept what place I have in society and treat it with respect. And that's one of the feelings I've been having these days. It's like something that I wish I could just take it all back. But so I've been feeling. That's that's what my days are like these days.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking and getting into details, in regards to what's circulating in the media, what have you been doing in the past few days? And what did it teach you about yourself?
Um, that I have to take my status serious. Um, I've learned that I can't just think that I'm, you know, cushy and Carter because apparently other people see it different. So not only that, I've learned that, I'm like a role model. So many of the viewers and supporters, it's more like I need to be more serious with who I've become and what I'm doing. And I've learned that it is, bigger than what I thought. So it's like a lesson learned. It's more like one of those cases where you wonder, do I need a security now or I don't? It's more one of those feelings. So you know, I just learned that I have to take my status more serious.
Okay. Well, you basically answered the question I was going to ask. That question would have been, how is it being, how stressful can it be being Mr. Carter?
Oh,
You
well,
you basically summed that one up.
but to be honest though, on that one, at this current moment, is very stressful in terms of, you know, looking in the mirror and looking at myself and wondering, you know, how am I gonna be able to move forward? That's even one of my biggest question to myself these days. It's more so like, am I gonna be able to move forward and be even greater or stronger? So yeah, it's stressful now. Yeah.
I truly admire your strength in taking this important step, although it already has been circulation of an apology. When did you decide that this is it? I'm ready to talk about this.
Um, that's really that's a hard question because I could sit here and give you a whole book of what. There was a lot of things that was just transpiring. But the apology, when did I decide on doing it? It's more so of I wanted to apologize the same day, but I wanted to also sit back and reflect and think and make sure I'm saying the right thing. because writing it, I didn't want it to seem as if it's just another letter because you're in this situation. I wanted it to be um, it's from my heart. It's sincere, and my wife knows the type of person I am, you know. So when she reads it, I want her to be like, yes, I could tell he meant it, you know. So I had to take some time. I saw a lot of pressure coming on to me. Where's the apology and all of that stuff? But I just wanted to make it right. So yeah.
What is your thought process? And do you plan on any counseling?
Yeah, you know, funny, we had counseling today, to be honest. Yeah, we've started. That's one of the steps that I refuse to move forward without doing because I know that you know, at some point we're gonna have to face reality, and we can't just move forward if there's any moving forward um, without figuring out what's going on, what's the problem, if there is any, and all of that. So counseling was today was to me, I guess it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I think so. As a social media influencer, being in the limelight, whether it's being in our living rooms, on our televisions, or our devices, you captivated and have connected with your audience and created such a bond, like family, that many people can relate and look up to. Is there anything you want to say to your loyal followers?
Um, First and foremost, I must give a public apology not just to my wife, but to the loyal supporters, the ones that been there from day one, the ones that, you know, share their opinion publicly in the comment section. I'm disappointed. The ones that stay up and say, yo, we're gonna watch this content even if you drop it 3 in the morning. Um, I wanna share my deepest regrets and how sorry I am to make you guys feel like what you're feeling now. And I wanna also go ahead and put out an apology to like my mom, my father, my family members, the ones that really feel like like um I made the biggest mistake, but at the same time they still tap me on the shoulder and say, you know what, you'll move forward. Also, I wanna throw an apology out there to close friends, family friends, and anybody at all who have inspired and feel disappointed to the point where they feel like you know they don't want to continue supporting us, but my apology goes to you and for everybody who got involved, while the British, the female, just anybody who your name recall. I just want to, give an apology for that and just hope we could make things right moving forward. But yeah.
After all was said and done, what were you thinking when you went live? And where were you mentally at that point?
Ah, the $1 million question. What I was thinking when I went live. To be honest, the only thing that was in the back of my head was just to save my family. I don't want to lose my wife and my kids. And when that went viral, I wasn't thinking, you know, I wasn't thinking to the point where, me going live even make it worse in the eyes of the public, in the eyes of my wife, the eyes of everybody who's just watching. And I could just only imagine how stupid I look, you know. But you have to understand when you're in a situation where the only thing you think about is the greatest being in my life is my wife, and she might just possibly not be a part of that because of what I did. The only thing I was just thinking is try to save my family, and I believe at that moment the best option was just to do the worst thing, But if I, like I said before, if I could take it all back, I would have done it differently. I would have gone to my wife. I would have tell her what had transpired. And you know, one thing I've learned about my wife, she's always understanding to the point where even if she's mad, she's gonna come up with the best solution for the situation. And it probably wouldn't have been this viral. I probably wouldn't even need to do this video. So what was going through my mind? Yeah, saving my family, saving my wife. Just still wanted to be a husband, and I just did that. And well, just thinking back at it now, I just feel like, you know, you ever hear the saying, they say, you never know how useful something is until you don't have it anymore. I've learned that lesson, but it's a hard pill to swallow, but I did it. And I don't know, but I wasn't thinking straight. That's all I could say, and it's one of those panic movements. I was panicking. I was like, whoa, this really happening, so I deeply regret it. And I just hope you guys who have watched could really understand where I'm coming from as to why I did that. And hope you guys could understand that as a man trying to protect his family, he'll do anything. Anything. And if you have a wife like mine, you don't want to lose that. Someone who cares for you, someone who looks out for you in every single way, someone is selfless for you, someone who puts you first. You don't want to lose that, And when I see that it's in jeopardy, I just felt as if that was the best move. When really and truly, as you guys see how it plays out, it was the worst move for me. But you live and you learn sometimes, and if we get past this at all, this will be one of those moments that's gonna make us stronger. Yeah, but I just hope you guys who have, seen this just get where I'm coming from. And if you don't, I understand, because that was a move that I shouldn't have done.
Your audience that made you become this successful and held you to such high standard feel betrayed, like you did mention. Do you think you can live this down and be forgiven in their hearts genuinely?
Well, forgiving, yes, I hope they see the human side of me. And I've never ever claimed to be perfect, but also I feel as if there are some mistakes that shouldn't be made. And them feeling the way they feel is really, I accept it. I just hope to be able to move forward. And with me moving forward, they can able to see that um, I was just a human being, and sometimes we make mistakes and those cost us. But I hope this one don't cost us, you know.
With all the happenings in the media, the public was like, NASA, make we done him, make we dig up his file. So now with everything attached to your name has been dug up from your past, and everybody has their own opinions. Do you want to take this opportunity to address it?
I mean, I've done so many times, I've I've shared my past in my vlogs. Um, I've talked about what I've been through to where I'm at now, and it shouldn't be about my past. It should be about who I am today, where I'm coming from, what I've done, and if you're not seeing me as the past and you're seeing me as the present, then my past shouldn't be, and that is why I'm always even funny about it, even use it to motivate others, tell them, yo, my past was like this. So look at me now and look where I was coming from. So I most time use it as a motivator. Yeah.
All right. In regards to your inner circle, with you now realizing what you have to lose, what is your advice to your linkies when you see them about to make bad decisions?
Um, the only thing I would say to them is get on a scale and just weigh the outcome. If it's beneficial, then do it. But if it makes no sense, if you're gonna lose, then don't. So in other words, I would just say if you're gonna make a decision, always make sure it's something positive and beneficial to you and whoever is, important to you. So don't just go on a scale and do something that's gonna cost you, you know, and learn from other people's mistakes.
Mm. With the sponsorships that you've made commitments to, are you in fear of losing them due to your conduct?
Um, I'm a very understanding guy, and just like I was trying to protect my brand when I came out and did what I did, um, I think those companies would want to do the same. And if they believe that attaching their brand to something of this magnitude is not a good look, I'm very much understanding of that. But also, I want to say that um, I could, you know, move past that and still have our, arrangements or deals or contract. Then that'll be great because that incident doesn't define who I am. No, it doesn't define who I was, and it doesn't define the Carter family. And just like any business, taking risks, making mistakes, sometimes things happen. But it's what you do after the fact that tells if I'm gonna have a relationship with that person. So I do understand if they wanna, separate, but I also respect that because I'll probably do the same for my brand because I was protecting mine. At least try to protect mine. Yeah.
Everyone misses the Carter family. What has it been like for you being away from the media?
Um, to be honest, I'm not fully away. I would say I'm not in front of it, but I'm behind of it. I'll see people comments. I'll see, you know, what other content creators post. But it's hard for me not to create content for my, supporters, for the people who want to see us just get past this and just move forward. Um, yeah, I wanna, I don't know. It's to me, it's more of damn, I'm missing something I love do. But it's one of them things where I have to just know that I have to use time to fix it. Yeah.
What was it like for you after hearing all the criticism, and how are you handling it?
I've learned that sometimes when you think that I've learned that not everybody's with you. And I've also learned that a lot of people prefer to see you fail than to rise from the ashes. And because of that, I learned to, be more, like I was telling you earlier, protective of my status. Because even with, people saying or sharing their opinion, they would love to be in my shoes. So I have to, continue, you know, protect it.
You being a popular YouTuber and family man, your audience of all ages look up to you. So there's a lot on your plate. But in reality, people make mistakes, and many have went through what you're going through or similar experiences. Talk to the people who are dealing with their own issues. What has it been like for you to manage the pain and stress caused? And give them some advice on how they can manage their stress in their lives.
That's a big one. First, I would say Um, tackle the problem first and face it. That's one thing I wasn't doing from the start. I was, scared to face the story, I guess. But there's always gonna be somebody in your corner. Not everyone is gonna be against you. And find that one person that's in your corner and use them to boost you, use them to encourage you, use them to um, make you do the right thing. And the person that is being hurt or would be the victim might be a loved one. In my case, it's my family, my friends, my supporter. You know, I just have to be honest with what happened. I have to um, seek their forgiving heart to be a part of me again. And I would say just don't stop doing what you're doing, but just improve on what you're doing. And you'll get the support you need. If it is to be, then it will be.
Being that both families, your wife's and yours, are so close, I'm sure you've received messages and calls because everyone expected better. What has it been like for you in the past few days dealing with the family?
Um, Angry. That's one way of expressing myself. Um, and at the same time, emotional. For example, like my mom, she is not an emotional person, but for some reason this reaches her, and it was one of the very first times, I get advice from my mother, and it's in a situation where I would never expect it because we never used to speak on relationship topics. So she coming out and telling me that, you know what, son, I love you, but I should have known better with certain things. I should have protected not just myself but my family. We're in the public eyes, so she kind of, mold me to come to a realization. If my mom can say that, knowing the relationship, that she don't really expresses herself like that. And then I have, brothers that reach out, hey, okay, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, you know, and they are disappointed, and but you have to remember, family always come together. And in this time, that's what I needed. So I never really get the backlash. I more so get what you're gonna do now to make it better. Are you gonna fight for your wife? Are you gonna, So it's more like that.
So they were more supportive, basically,
Yeah, not of my actions, but
but just
yeah,
for you mentally.
yeah, mentally,
Okay.
yeah.
Now that you stood up and addressed this, people are going to judge you moving forward. What can we expect when you return to social media?
Um, More content, the loyal supporters will be relieved and happy that they're able to get content. And but I don't know exactly yet until me and my wife figure it out. Because it could easily be just we co-parenting, or it could easily be we fix things and move forward. But if it is the way I'm thinking, moving forward, fix things, then we'll, do videos together when it is right, and certain content we won't do again. So we just have to figure it out. I don't know. I really don't know.
In closing, thank you for sitting with me.
Yeah.
Continue to fight to keep your family dynamic together and being the great father that you are to your girls. Put this behind you. I do see how sincere you are. I'm going to throw in a bit of advice, respectfully.
Mm.
With the social media status and you being kind of like a role model, people are watching.
Yeah.
Some, like you said, wait for your downfall and they just, continue to beat you down. But don't let that get to you. Just, think twice, like you say, before you know, make certain decisions.
Yeah.
Mr. Carter, I do wish you and your family all the best, and I will continue to root for the best outcome. To the audience, we thank you for tuning in. Please, at this time, we're asking that you be respectful of the family's privacy and continue to pray for them. To all the vloggers that have stood behind this family and took the time out to post positive videos of their opinions, we are grateful. Big up on yourself.